down, 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 down. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the Marine knife. I want you to notice the symbols. I look at them very carefully and what happens when you turn it on the other side. Okay? It's a standard, right? Like a standard row. Okay? It's almost like an ankh, but it's a European version, a Greco-Roman version. One might say the eagle controls life and death. It's part of the message. This is a weighted knife. This circular end, which makes it easier for palm strikes and techniques like that, has a slicing end, and the tip is not too sharp. It's almost like it's been snipped off. You see? Like they predicted I was coming. Only if it comes like that. Nonetheless, someone like me can easily use enough force to penetrate. We'll move on to this one. You see how we don't know whether or not they're sabotaging our weapons? We'll get into why I don't want your world women or other friends, anyone who's trying to be my friend or any other races to come around in a second. So this is an axe, right? A little mini axe, similar to a Native American. You might expect, or a Viking variation. And there's a lot of variations in the ancient world. You see in video games as well. You see the edged weapon, okay? So you can slice down on somebody's neck, across their face, whatever. And you can also come in straight. The camera's a little bit off with the angle. So it confuses you about the angles I use. Anyway, this thing comes in, crack at the bottom of it, and you also at the top for other techniques as well. And these are all things that you can use your energy and your forms to move it up and down in different directions, the way you would move your hand, okay? Here is a curved blade. Give me one moment, I apologize. I've been showing you the king there, you know, and it's very similar to this. I like variations of Egyptian weapons and turning it different ways and comparing it, and comparing the arcs. And slight variations. Since I am a variation, why not? We're all variations of Africans. So a certain variation of weaponry that is consistent with ancient combat is okay. But as soon as you start using too much armor or anything that makes these weapons obsolete, it is no longer martial arts, but something else. Now, I don't want anyone to be my friend. You know, just the thought that they might have sabotaged this $30, $40 weapon pissing me off. But they did give me a 10% discount. And there was a bigger gentleman at Big Five. Give him a shout out, you know. He was a nice guy. And if he did it, I'm sure they twisted his arm, you know how it goes. You see these? Everything here has a purpose. Ruffles have ridges. Marines, you know, survival knives have ridges as well. Okay? Now, they know that I can beat them with their own weapons, all right, using their own scale, because I have a superior mind, body, soul. And they want to downplay things such as distance, right? Distance and weight. Now, you know, listen to you bigger guys, right? Imagine if a smaller guy said, hey, bigger guy, can you do this many pull-ups with this form? And you said, hey, I can't. All right, so the smaller guy can do things in a way, obviously, that gives a bigger guy who might be able to grab him before the small guy can effectively strike him and hold him down and beat him to death, right? And he the same way he'll be doing the taller guy wrong, right? Say Bruce Lee is, say, 100 pounds and I'm 200 pounds, just to throw something out there, right? And he does, you know, 100 pull-ups, and I can do 50 pull-ups, you know, and really stress out the last 20, really, and he does 100. And he says, well, I did 100, but I'm twice your weight. And I'm balancing that massive body. It's like the guy who can balance a long lance versus the guy who can balance a pen, you know? He says, well, what do you have against technology? I have nothing against technology. It's your logical fallacies. So I can beat them with their tomahawks, with their battle axes, with their small axes. I can beat them with the curved weapons. I can, you know, using the same skills, you know, as I dodge around. You know, just a quick demonstration with the survival knife, right? It's going down, 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 down. You see what I'm saying? And so I can beat them with their own weapons. But all their women say, oh, look at this white guy. He's so cool. Special forces. Look at this cop. Yeah, he's a deck. This guy's a Navy SEAL. It's like, I could kill all those guys probably at the same time. I could be surrounded by your little shelling guys. Come on, man. You just saw a guy move this length faster than you can blink. Imagine as you come closer. I mean, come on. We all know I'm the top. and they're hiding me from my $100,000 challenge. I don't want any help, any offers. I don't want any women unless they're in my bed naked, okay? And you have the power to make my parents, or not make it, politely suggest that they turn a blind eye. You certainly have the power to get them to drug me covertly and bitch shit like that. I don't want to hear anything unless it's from a naked dime piece in my bed. I'm not going anywhere. And until then, I don't want to talk to any other races. This is your punishment for helping Casper, the unfriendly ghost, control reproduction. Look, I am Horus. I would overwhelm you in combat. I would sink this into your fucking head, and I would take your bitch and throw her on your fucking bed if it was ancient combat. But I'm a Christian, okay? And you're scum who are trying to snake me out of my place. You're dismissed, big brother, you fucking coward. Go harass another Negro, pussy. I know Compton knows how I feel. I got him on record. Bitch.